Does he have an auction?
No. No.
Take pictures with my tooth?
No. He if he had an auction, it would probably have something to do with.
Like you can take a picture with my tooth, and I will jump up and down on your couch.
And so Xenu is my homeboy.
And we're back with All Over the Place, Corey and Sean. Good to see y'all again.
Good to see you, Sean.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident today right now.
Yeah, I think we really took care of that.
I'm really I'm excited to get everything going. going.
I was like really down about the show's performance lately because we put out some really good content and it's just not.
YouTube's
it's not getting the attention that it should.
Yes,
but
I completely agree.
I'm feeling great. You know.
Yeah. My confidence is up, but I got to tell you, I'm a little sleepy for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's like my energy level is like, yeah. I don't know what that's all about, but I mean, back to the YouTube thing. They're just being fickle with who they peddle our shit to, and I'm not liking it. But hey, what can I do about it?
Well, maybe new look, new studio, new confidence. We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready to put out some quality content.
Yeah, we're ready to get going.
Yeah.
Going.
Yes, for sure.
Going.
For sure.
Yeah. So I guess we can start this shit show off with what did you say? Actually, we're waiting for YouTube to peddle our shit.
What?
We're waiting for YouTube to peddle our shit. The celebrities are peddling some shit of their own, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they
now writers' strike and whatnot.
Yes, there is currently a writer's strike happening in Hollywood, which. I feel so bad for them, having to sit in their multi-million-dollar mansions and, right? Yeah. Anyway, so a bunch of them have graciously decided to offer their time or services or, other things to people, but only in certain areas. Just, again, for instance... Bob Odenkirk and David Cross, they're auctioning off, a dinner with them. Like, that's reasonable.
I would pay
that
for
would
that.
Be fun. Yeah.
But okay, didn't you tell me there was a very self-righteous reason why they're auctioning? And I'm talking about celebrities as a whole.
Yes.
So, very self-righteous reason why they suddenly decided they're going to auction off their fucking wares.
Yes, these multi-million-dollar celebrities who could just as easily just write a check. It's for their crews or, I guess, the key grips or production assistants, whatever. These people who are out of work, who work on their respective shows, movies, what have you.
Also affected by the strikes?
Yes. For their...
Yeah, they don't really give a fuck about the guy making $200 for a script, but it's affecting their bottom line now. So why don't we help these guys out?
Yeah.
Well, what gets me though is it's not like these people that they're raising the money for. These aren't minimum wage fucking jobs. They have shouldn't they have a dollar or two saved up? It's like what the hell's going on?
Economy? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, and that's the point. Is they could. Just for instance, Maggie Gyllenhaal, just by herself, she's $1 million, she's a millionaire. And so she can't just write a check for what, $3-4 grand for some guy's fucking biopsy. Cause that's essentially what they're claiming it's for. Although
their crews all need biopsies.
I don't know.
For their health care in general.
What's she done aside from her brother fucking the Joker?
Secretary. She's been in a lot of stuff.
I know she has. I've heard.
Do
of her
you have
She's also the sad turtle.
I thought that was Mitch McConnell.
No, she looks like a sad turtle.
No, he's the quiet turtle.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the turtle in headlights.
But she does look like a sad turtle.
Anyway. But do you have dollar amounts on these things? Like how much is Maggie Gyllenhaal's?
Hers was,
what are you bidding on with her first?
With Maggie Gyllenhaal, she is auctioning off a 20 questions in 20 minutes, essentially a Zoom call. You can ask her if you have 20 minutes to ask 20 questions. Now, me personally, I know exactly what I would
Oh,
ask.
I know exactly where I'd go.
I would just
ask
do
her
nothing
about nothing
but Jake.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I would ask her, and I would mix her and Jake up. It's like,
Are you jealous that your little brother got to bang Heath Ledger?
no. I'd be like, how was filming that scene in the tent with Heath Ledger? Or then it's like,
That's the kind of shit I would ask Tobey Maguire.
so I would be like, how did it feel you having sex with Heath Ledger and your brother getting blown up by him? You know?
But I would just ask, like,
Like, did they let you keep the Mysterio outfit?
but yeah, so
I would ask some questions about Jake as if she was him, but I don't know of any other movie she was in.
hey, I'll be honest.
I couldn't pick her out of a lineup. I know the
Oh,
name.
I could pick her out of a lineup just
Oh, yeah.
because she ruined the character in Batman that they had for Katie Holmes first.
Well, to be fair, Katie Holmes was kind of held hostage with that whole Scientology thing.
Yeah.
So she had she had to stare at Tom Cruise's weird front tooth all day. So, you can't
Lucky
really.
bitch.
Have y'all ever seen that online about Tom Cruise? How he has
No.
that weird front tooth?
Oh yeah.
No.
Like, yeah, he has because they take symmetrical and everybody has the gap in their front teeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has one tooth that's in the dead center of his face. Like, and after you see it, you will never see.
You'll never
Well,
see that.
Yeah, you never unsee it.
Well, I don't want to do that because that
It's
might
so-
ruin Top Gun.
It's so weird. Well, because basically, I saw pictures of him in like the '80s when he was first starting out, and
Does he have an auction?
no. No.
Take pictures with my tooth.
No, if he had an auction, it would probably have something to do with.
Like you can take a picture with
Thetans and
my
Xenu.
tooth, and I will jump up and down on your couch.
So
Xenu is my homeboy shirts, maybe. But actually, no, we're not supposed to know about Xenu because we're not.
Oh,
high
okay.
enough
Well, then they need to stop
Scientologists.
selling the fucking shirts at Journeys.
somebody leaked that shit.
Yeah, Leah Remini.
We can't afford to learn about Xenu.
No, you got to
No.
have a big bankroll for that.
Yes, you do.
Oh, what kind of other auctions we got? Because, I mean, Maggie Gyllenhaal, I'm not bidding on this one.
Well, Adam Scott. If anybody knows Adam Scott, everybody
do
watch, Parks and Rec.
I've heard the name.
Did you ever watch Parks and Rec? Severance. He's always in anything he's in. He's always kind of like that weird, kind of scrawny, nerdy guy. Like he was. What's her face?
See, you just described like Booger from
Curtis Armstrong. No,
Revenge of the Nerds.
He wasn't
It's like
a-
everything he's in, that's what he is.
no. I still contend.
I was thinking of Michael
that
Cera.
Curtis Armstrong did not
That too?
deserve. Other than being gross, Booger was not a traditional nerd.
But, they did. They blanket termed that one, like, nerd is basically just a outcast of some sort. Because,
Yeah.
like, in today's world, would Lamar be a nerd?
No.
No, he would be protected by each and every.
Oh,
He would be
no.
He would be
every
a brave,
social justice warrior in the world.
That's
would
it.
Be
We
behind
wouldn't know
him.
what the fuck he is because he wouldn't be able to decide on a promo or a pronoun. Like, I'm black, I'm gay, I'm just overly foppish in everything I do. So, I mean, yeah, we couldn't figure out what he does, but I mean, to me,
He throws one hell of a javelin, though.
oh, he does when it's aerodynamically
Yes,
designed for
specifically for him.
By the
for
nerds.
his limp-wristed release.
his limp-wristed throwing style. Yes.
But like Curtis Armstrong is like, to me, yes, that's all. That's the only characters he gets. Like, what was it with Rick Moranis and Tom Arnold, Big Bully?
Yeah. Where
Remember, he was like a fucking spastic teacher.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. He had like.
And then Van Wilder, he was like the shitty security guard that got a milkshake dumped all over his head. It's like, oh, you're going places,
he
dude.
was.
I loved him in Better Off Dead.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was a good one.
And
Is he
also,
doing anything for the writers or anything
no.
at all these days?
Oh, no, he.
I think he works at Walmart.
No, it's been a few years. No, he did. He's done like some appearances on shows, but he was pretty big on Supernatural, the show, for a while.
Nope.
Anyway,
We're off topic. Let's get back to some of these fucking auctions.
God, you no culture having motherfuckers. Y'all need to watch some shit so my fucking jokes
For the
will
love
end.
of God, I'm the living embodiment of ogre, and you're telling me I have no culture?
Anyway, so Adam Scott, who, again, he was in Parks and Rec. He's been in a bunch of shit. Well, anyway, he is auctioning.
Is that a character or an actor?
That's the actor's name, Adam Scott, yes.
Wasn't there a character?
There's a Scott Peterson, yes.
Oh.
He's not auctioning anything, though, except
Wait a
maybe
minute.
his son's toys.
Wait. Wow. That was dark. He probably doesn't have a crew to fund.
No.
Wow. That's a good one.
He gets 3 hots and a cot, and that's about it.
Scott Peterson.
Is that the guy that
Killed
killed
his
Broad in a
wife
boat
and-
or something like that?
His wife and unborn child.
One,
yes.
Wife and unborn. Yeah.
He already bought toys for that one? What a waste.
Well, they probably had
Keep
the
the
room
receipts
decorated.
for that shit. It ain't been played with.
Yeah, I don't even think they got to have a gender reveal party on that one. Before he put her on the boat.
Unfortunately, the cops revealed
When
it.
she washes up, if she's pink, they're having a girl. If they're blue, or she's blue, it's a boy.
Oh, it was a boy.
Like, these fucking gender reveals are getting out of hand.
It was a little Connor.
But okay, what's
Anyway, Adam
Scott doing?
He's auctioning off. If you are in the L.A. area, the Los Angeles area,
Yeah, we're not.
he will walk your dog for 1 hour. And that silence is exactly what that auction warrants. There's not even what... The only thing that I would do is if I lived in the LA area, I would go to a shelter. I would find the biggest, meanest, nastiest dog I could find that had ADHD, and I would make him walk it for an hour.
If I'm paying him to do anything, it's keep the fucking dog, take it off my hands.
And no, but or I would find Corey's old dog that he had that took like
I want a nasty ass
Campbell's
dog in my house.
Campbell's soup can shits and
Yeah.
make him pick those up. But then again, even if he doesn't pick them up, it is L.A. Would anyone really notice if there was another shit pile?
Huge
on the-
pile of shit.
It
No.
depends on the area of LA. If you're where the famous people are.
But say, what if somebody
would know about.
what if somebody with a big fucking bank account from fucking Nebraska just didn't like him? It's like, I'm gonna bid on that cocksucker, make him come out here and walk my fucking dog.
Oh,
He's gonna walk my horse.
Oh, it says on the auction that it's strictly L.A. area. He will not leave the L.A. area
Then
Well,
what
it's like
is
I'm
the
packing
fucking
up my
point of an
horse and
auction?
going to hell.
because he's
Like, he really did that shows, well, I really don't give a shit about my crew that I'm supposedly raising money for, because I'm limiting the opportunity to make more money.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's
I'm going to help
that's
you
the
out,
point.
but I'm not going very far out of my way.
So I'm not doing much for it.
I'm
not going out of my way, but since I'm not working, I might want to take a walk.
See, but
I'm a big time celebrity that exactly 7 people know.
well, I think he thought probably when he was first imagining this, he probably thought that some rich. But again, it's not even a meet and greet. It's I will just walk your fucking dog. Like there's no.
See, you say imagine. I wish he'd have been doing it with a fucking heroin needle jammed in his arm.
He probably has his assistant or somebody pick up the dog.
I'm sure, yeah.
So he doesn't have to interact with the peasants.
And
Like,
that's the point is I think probably when he was thinking up this wonderful auction was probably that he thought that some rich white liberal from L.A.
Calm down, Sean.
I know. Yes, we know.
No.
They're
They're not going to
Jewish.
bid on something like this. They can see it a waste of money when they.
Yes,
I'm totally cutting that part out.
but wow. But anyway,
God damn.
I think he. I
Lot of
think he thought that he was gonna get some rich white liberal woman who has this little like toy dog, and he'd walk it around a park for an hour, and that'd be the end of it. But it's like I want to help you out, but I don't want to do.
But I don't really want to help you out that much.
Yeah, it's like I want to do like the bare minimum. Like if he just say like I don't know. Again, like he was on Parks and Rec. If he's like, "Hey, this is a shirt I had from the show. I'll auction it off." Okay, it works. That's
Like,
fine.
I was on Parks and Recs. Before that, I was on 3 local car dealer commercials.
I did a Rice-A-Roni commercial. You are obviously
You probably saw me on the back of the trolley car.
Behind that other guy that's more famous than
Well,
me.
I was third one over.
I was the J.G. Wentworth. It's my money and I need it now.
Yes.
But
I offered to sing the jingle, but they were like, fuck you, we have a recording already.
Anyway.
Next, this guy's pissing me off and he's boring. He's boring the shit out of me.
Yeah, like if you saw Adam Scott, you'd know him when you saw him because he has been in a bunch of shit, but none of it's been overly successful.
Local car commercials, it's always been out there.
Come and get your new Mazda here. But anyway.
Ooh, he's selling Mazdas.
They still make Mazdas?
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, they make the there's one that's like a number and a letter.
Like, you can have a
M5.
brand new Miata. Woo!
Like I could fit in a fucking Miata.
No shit.
So OJ's auctioning off a Candygram.
He should sell kitchen
Simpson.
knives.
OJ Simpson is auctioning off a Candygram?
Yep. He'll come to your house and he'll do a little soft shoeing.
He wants to support the writers that are making the parts that he's getting in Hollywood.
This is clearly a lie. I'm just
the work
lying.
that he would be
He's
getting.
not really.
Okay.
I was
Jesus
just being
Christ.
funny because I thought it would be funny visual thinking of OJ Simpson showing up at your house with candy and balloons. Like,
I would not open the door. And it's not because he's a killer, it's because he's African.
I
one
would
of
buy those for
those
all my friends.
oh yeah, he'd make so much money, even though every bit of it would have to go to the Goldman family.
He's got bills to pay.
Yep.
Legal debts are mounting up.
He would make a killing in college towns though. People, if he did
He just took your pun.
what? Oh yeah. Well,
You
sorry.
son of a bitch.
I wasn't trying to be
He
punny.
cut his head right off with that one. Well, mostly.
It almost did, but no.
It's a cutthroat business.
If he went to a
Hey,
college
the gloves
town,
don't fit. You must have quit.
if he charged like $7,500 just to show up at people's houses, like with candy and balloons and shit.
Oh, I'm selling my children to pay for that.
Fuck
Oh yeah, but everybody would do it. Just
Like everybody would do that just to fuck with people. It's like
Exactly.
OJ Simpson's on your front doorstep.
Will he wear clown makeup, but not too much? Yeah, just enough to where you can still tell it's OJ.
That's it. I would want like just
Black
like
gloves.
a red smiley face and some black gloves.
no, the black
don't fit.
the black gloves and the black skull cap. You know, like everything. You know, all the stuff all the DNA evidence that they found.
Show up in a white Bronco.
That just because this officer, Mr. Furman, had to drop a
Like
few
a blood
N-bombs.
splattered sweater.
But even though, again, that's why I don't think he wants to try to make all that money or any money anymore, is just because he knows it all has to go to the Goldman
Yep.
family.
Yep.
So, but anyway, I was just being funny on that one. He didn't.
You were trying.
Although it was a pretty good, it would be a really funny concept.
I know.
Like somebody should pitch that to him. OJ, got a great idea for you.
Candy grams.
Like could be
He is
better
doing
than
cameos.
Punk'd. No, what they need to do is get him a gig like on that TV show Cash Cab. It's like you get in a cab, and not only does it go fucking crazy with lights, OJ's driving. It's like,
Isn't there like an Uber thing to where you like share an Uber with somebody or whatever?
Is
Yeah,
there?
it's called rideshare. Yeah, but it's not just Uber. It's also like, say some guys like, oh, I need to drive to, I don't know, fucking Durham, North Carolina or something. And
just
somebody,
through there.
and then somebody's like, "Oh, hey, I need a ride to Durham, or I need a ride to someplace on the way." Then you can pay that person, and you can pay for their gas, and you can set it up through the website.
Just get a car like a grown up.
Well, I'm assuming
sounds kind of
it's-
sketchy.
I'm assuming it's for people who can't afford it or whatever. I don't
You know what I
but-
love about this though is that kids are taught their entire life to not get in the fucking car with a stranger.
And these apps
And now
encourage you to
you're
get in there.
paying to get in a car with a stranger.
Yep.
Could you imagine wanting a ride for like a 2-hour trip or something, and the car shows up, say, "Oh, we're doing a ride share. That's okay." And then you go open the doors, like, "Oh shit, there's OJ."
You mean
I am not riding in the front.
No. You mean the white panel van door slides open?
Or the white Bronco.
The white Bronco, yeah. We're sitting in the back seat together, me and OJ. while Al Callings is driving. It's like,
with his fake mustache.
what's up, Juice? So you were in Naked Gun. I remember that. Just keep him talking so you can watch his hands.
Yeah, I would ask him a bunch of Marcus Allen questions.
No, you don't want to anger him when you're that close. He tried to strangle the wife before he cut her head off.
No, I'd ask details on his book. It said if I did it. That was one of my favorite things. Was he basically admitted to doing it, but he said if I did it, this is how I did it, and it matched up perfectly with all the evidence.
And then the sequel was why I did it.
That's how they got that Ted
Cheating
Bundy confession and interviews and all that stuff, because he wouldn't talk about doing it. It's like, what do you think about the guy that would have did it? And he went off for hours and hours and all these great details. The guy that did it was thinking this, and he tried this.
Yeah.
And then it finally he was like, "Sorry, guys, you got me. I did it."
Like it's a computer simulation. It's like, well, this is how he entered the property.
Yeah.
But so anyway,
Back to some
So what
options.
are these other rich douchebags doing
So,
to
Lena
keep
Dunham,
themselves in the news?
like Lena Dunham, she's
Which we've already established, we don't have a fucking clue who that is.
she was in an HBO show
Is
called
she one of the
Girls.
puppets?
No,
She's not one of the puppets.
No, as far as I know she's fat and is a Muppet, but not a puppet. But
It's a Jeff Dunham joke.
well, no. But anyway, she was on this show. I don't
Sad puppet.
I don't know much about Jeff Dunham. So, but anyway,
He's a ventriloquist
I understand that.
and a comedian.
I know that.
And a
well.
raging racist, but he uses puppets so he gets away with it.
Yep.
That's true.
The puppets say it, not him.
Hey, if,
And to that we say,
Yeah, Sean, we know is your favorite.
yes, so we know.
yes,
You have the box set?
he's a,
I didn't even know they had a box
is that
set.
next to your Dog the Bounty Hunter box set too? So anyway,
What's Lena Dunham doing?
she was on this little show on HBO called Girls. Well, I guess it was big to some people. Anyway,
So it was just like flat cocking and shit.
pretty much. There's a lot of scissoring.
Oh, scissor me timbers.
But anyway, she's more known for her political advocacy because she's a hardcore leftist, and when the big riots in 2020, she called for cities to be burnt down and all that. She's just a really shitty.
So she's one of
person.
those that
Try that in a small town.
Is it one of those that embarrass and undermine us
Yes.
real lefties?
Yes.
She's a hardcore.
A leftist. You're a liberal to me. You're not
yeah.
a leftist.
No,
No, I'm farther
Like-
left than liberal.
Well, but I don't see you as a full-on leftist like that. You don't.
no.
No, that doesn't count. That's
Well, that's it. They have bastardized your entire side of the spectrum to
I know,
me.
Yes,
I
that
know,
should
And
it's
I hate
embarrassing.
that. I don't like it for
Every
you.
election should be a cakewalk, but we got these motherfuckers out here.
Can't decide what a woman is. Yeah.
Yeah, they worry about that kind of shit when there's other stuff.
Shut the hell up, and we'll get you health care.
Yeah,
But,
but okay, she's a hardcore leftist.
yeah, that and I'm basically just giving this backstory so people will understand why I have the ideas that I do. Is basically her auction is if you live in the Los Angeles, New York City, or London areas, she will come to your home and paint a mural on your wall. You give her a subject, but the problem with it is on the auction itself, there's like 10 pages of special circumstances where she will just leave. Like if she doesn't
And take your money with her.
If
Yes.
anyone's home,
basically yes. Like
If the door is not unlocked, standing wide open when I get there.
it's because she's a she's a great big fat person. But anyway,
so if the double door is not unlocked,
yes. But mostly it's not just her, it's her crew.
If you don't have a garage door open waiting for me,
or a crane with lifting
something I
straps.
could back into, I will paint a mural on your garage wall.
as I imitate Jabba the Hutt. But
That or a swimming pool that you have drained and let me back into.
free weary.
but but in all these rules, it's basically like You have to, provide water, this and that. If she doesn't like the subject, then she will just leave. And basically, what I think she's doing here, she put all these rules on here so that way she can find
She's
some
putting caveats so she doesn't have to do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
she can easily back out.
Yeah, because from what I saw, the last I saw the auction, it was something at like $1,600 or something. It had like 3 bids.
Oh, that'll get her fucking crew a whole lot.
And so
It's like, hey, we're going to McDonald's tonight.
you can get a free vaccine, but
It's like dollar menu though.
but yeah, she'll paint. You give her the subject, and she'll paint a mural on your wall. My idea,
What Stevie Wonder sees when he stares at the sun. Go.
yes, and so, but see, my thoughts on it was I would lean into the whole hardcore leftist aspect.
Can Stevie Wonder stare because his head's always moving?
I'd say he's capable.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the nerve and neck issues I do. He probably just does that when he's grooving.
Yeah, it's
But it's just
I'm the one that's always doing this shit.
to me, it's kind of like Michael J. Fox hitting 88 miles per hour when he's doing that. Just doesn't seem possible to me.
or like how he opened up an ice cream shop but only sells shakes. Sorry, I'm
I
terrible.
would buy one of those to support the writers of
Fuck
whatever
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
supporting.
Michael J. Fox, I would absolutely buy a milkshake that he made because he could do it by hand.
No machine.
It's not supposed to be a milkshake, but I'll take it.
It's like, just let me wring your shirt out.
He's like, it's like, sir, I'm painting my, Lena Dunham needs to paint my house. Here's the paint, sir.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you cross them over.
Yeah, see?
But the whole fucking thing, the Lena Dunham, it's as I said, there's only one way I could possibly take this seriously, and it was I would treat it as if I hired her to paint a whole fucking room of my house.
Yeah, you got a Caddyshack tour.
Yeah, yeah,
Celebrity auction, you're gonna get to work.
yeah.
And,
It's it. I would even stand over her, like critiquing everything she does. Like, is that the right color mix? It's like
I would
randomly
either-
scratching myself.
I would either do that or maybe do that for one room, and then you're like, I'm paying for a second room.
Oh, no, she'll only do one wall.
and just like
Or-
bend over
or
and be
one
like,
room.
you're painting my butthole on this wall.
Well, that kind of goes with my idea. Was I was going to lean into the leftist thing. I was going to tell her that I'm gay and I'm in love with my boyfriend, and I would show her a picture, or I would have a Polaroid ready to show her that I wanted his penis drawn, muraled all over my walls. But suspiciously, the picture would have my pants and be the background of the same room that we're standing in. And so the entire time she's painting this, and she's sitting there going, I know this is his penis.
I'd just drop chow
I'd
right
just
there and
make
be
her-
like, put this on the wall.
Well, no, see, this way, you can't get me for like sexual assault or
You know
anything
what
like
though?
that.
You know how hard it would be to take a dick pic in front of somebody that doesn't like you with a fucking Polaroid.
But-
you go ka-ching, ka-ching,
As a matter of fact, I do.
and then you stand there.
Oh, no, you would have it ready before she got there.
What's the fun in that?
Because the whole point is you're trying
Fuck
to make.
that. If
you're-
we're gonna fuck with her, we're gonna take it right in front of her. It's like she's measuring this wall for her picture, and she hears ka-ching, ka-ching.
No, but the whole
I gotta
point-
add it. So she's a great big fat person.
Yeah.
So I would like.
It's not like she's gonna turn fast.
I would find a picture of an angle of her that she's obviously never seen. And
what,
have
her
paint
back?
that and be like, yeah, so that's what your fupa looks like. What? Yeah, that thing you painted right there.
Like, just get her arm fat hanging down.
Her mama arms. But
oh no, not my mama's.
but no, the entire point was to make it as legit as possible. But her mind, as she's painting the entire time, is that I know it's that guy's dick. I know it's that guy's dick. I just want
It's
that.
like, I know it's his.
I like-
and
I
then
just
right when
want-
she's done, she just colored in the tip, and you pull it out. Look familiar, bitch.
It would be
That's
like
pretty close.
It would be better than a Scooby Doo reveal. Like,
Let's see who you really are.
I'd be like,
We get it, Sean. He's a Jew. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's irrelevant
yes.
right Oh, but yeah.
Yes, we
that's-
know they
I
run
mean,
Hollywood. We got it.
I would treat her. It's like she's there to fucking work.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
See, it's either that my idea or that
It's
one.
like, what do
that's
you
a
want
good
your
one.
mural of? Eggshell.
Not this off-white bullshit. I'm not in an
I
asylum.
want specific eggshell.
Eggshell white.
And then if you really want to get scary with her, bone.
What do you want me
Sherwin
to paint?
Williams.
Eggshell. All of it. You better not leave no fucking roller streaks on my wall either.
And then be like, I'm going to be inspecting the molding. Better not be any dripping.
You better tape the corners too, bitch. Just stand there and angrily critique her. It's like, if I see a drop of that fucking paint in my carpet, I'm going to shoot you and I'm going to bury you in the fucking landfill.
Soon as I can rent a fucking
You ain't going to be
U-Haul.
drawing no tacky shit on my wall either. You can cover that up.
Like, I don't need your joiner pics there, woman.
Well, see, that's a big thing.
Or man.
Is Lena Dunham.
Whatever you is.
But Lena Dunham actually does do art, like paint, I guess, and pretty much all of her art centers around the vagina. So, in essence, what you're paying for with this auction is you're paying her to come over and paint vaginas on your walls.
Is there any of these fucking these auctions that
I've got the
I
internet.
would
Why would I
feel
need that?
compelled to pay anything for?
John Lithgow.
I love John Lithgow.
Okay, I
do
will pay
too.
him to do anything he wants to do.
Yes. If John Lithgow wanted to come over and punch me in the face, I'll pay for it.
What's he doing though?
He will
mean-
do a watercolor portrait of your dog,
That is not going to happen. I would pay for it, but there's only one thing I would accept:
Harry.
Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. A
Absolutely.
watercolor from John Lithgow of Harry. And you know what? I would put it in the most trafficked area of my house.
Yes.
And sit it there with pride.
I would pay him a lot more to just follow me around and hang out in character of the guy he played on Dexter.
See, I think it would be funnier if you if he followed you around and he was the guy from Daddy's Home 2. You know, when he was Will Ferrell's dad, and he was like jolly and quasi suspect gay, and he was also a member of an improv group because his wife left him.
This is an obscure sequel to an obscure movie I haven't seen.
It's an excellent movie. I've never seen the first one, but I've seen the second one.
See, I would just want him to reenact the entire segment that he did on the Twilight Zone movie. The 30,000.
No, if we're reenacting, I'm going to have him
Nightmare
tie
of
me to the
30,000.
top of his station wagon and see how far he can throw me.
Have his dad shoot at me.
Yeah, fuck that. No, we're gonna be driving down the road casually, and I'm gonna go, "Roar!" And he's gonna hit the brakes. I'm gonna go flying. Let's see how far we can go.
Well,
Anything less than that, fuck it.
If I make it 200 feet, there's a $100 bonus in it for you.
just have him follow you around and reenact
then
his
we're
character
gonna-
from Harry and Henderson.
Something these celebrities haven't even.
Yeah.
Some of these guys haven't thought of that they could do is like publish the names of the people they want to raise the money for and let people give them money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I just thought of something. Would it be creepy if I bid on John Lithgow's, hanging out for a day, and all I had him do was feed me sugar cubes and tell me to sit?
probably.
As long as I can get a painting of it.
If I can get a watercolor of this, of me sitting in the chair while your wife dries my hair.
But yeah, I guess last. There's other celebrities which I didn't bother writing down because they have more, I guess, traditional shit like they're auctioning off.
Memorabilia.
Yeah, memorabilia. Props,
Boring.
whatever. But the cast of New Girl, which if anybody knows, has been off the air for 5 years now.
Never once watched the show.
I didn't
I
know
didn't
it was
either.
on there.
I didn't. I knew Zoe Deschanel, whatever her fucking name is.
Doesn't fucking matter.
I knew she was in it just because if you remember, it was on TBS and like anytime you watched it, it just like smeared its fucking
Yeah, and those
advertising
shows on
shit
TBS
everywhere.
tend to stick around a while.
Yeah. And I knew she was on that. I knew she was on it, and I knew it existed. But the entire show, minus Zoe Deschanel, mind you, on this auction, will do a Zoom call with you.
Ooh,
for
who gives a
auction.
flying fuck?
And Well, oddly
A
enough,
bunch of strangers that I have zero interest whatsoever in will make me download an app so that I can talk to them.
yes,
And I have to pay for them to talk to me.
and see, and
No.
again, the Bob.
Where do I sign?
Well, see, most of these, fortunately, the rest of the world agrees. I think with us is because Maggie
That's not gonna happen.
Gyllenhaal's
Nobody cares.
was something a little under 1,000. The Bob Odenkirk and David Cross had like 60 some bidders, and it was at like almost going to 3,000. Which
That's
again,
a shame because I'm broke as fuck, but I would come up with $3,000 to hang out with those dudes.
and
Those two or John Lithgow.
and
Anybody else? Fuck them.
And John Lithgow, his was going somewhere. It was somewhere in the mid 2000s range. But again, the rest
I would
of
also
them,
pay
like-
for the OJ Candygram, but I mean,
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not
we
real.
that was fiction.
I know. The research department was having a laugh.
Leave the comedy to us, motherfucker.
The research department tried to make the show interesting.
I know. Heaven forbid.
Wrong.
You know.
Oh
just-
my god.
You know, we don't do that here.
Yeah. But you know what? We're about out of time anyway. But I wanted to also say it did come to my attention the other day that we may have ruffled some feathers, hurt some feelings I don't know, a few of our episodes a while back. I don't remember. I don't even give a shit. But
Well, that is not our intention.
well,
ever.
if you say so. But what I will say is like, if anything that was said on this podcast bothers you to the fucking point you're going to whine or anything like that, you have an open invitation to come on this podcast and discuss it with us. And you can tell us your point of view. Chances are it's not going to do any good.
And subscribe and share it with all your friends so they can see how horrible people we are.
Yeah.
and also, he told me earlier, Sean over here has graciously said that he would relinquish his
Everybody knows
seat.
Sean's over there.
I know. But he graciously offered up his seat if somebody wanted to come in.
You know what though? Sean can stay here. We got another microphone, and we're fine with guests. And yeah, if you want to come on there, I am not a guy who's afraid to be told to fuck off. So I mean, you got
fuck off.
if you want if you want to come and say your version of our stories, come on. It doesn't matter. I mean, you have an open invitation.
You'll be treated with nothing but respect for about 30 seconds.
You know what? No, if somebody actually got up the balls and actually did that, I'd let them talk. I'd let them fucking say everything they wanted, and then we start talking, because then it'll be more fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you don't want to blast them right through the gate. You
No. I'll let them say everything they want, and
Kind of like a home invader. You don't want to shoot them at the door. You want to, you want
let 'em in.
You want to entice them in
Like-
a little bit,
yeah.
just so
Here,
there's
boy.
no questions.
All right. Do we cut here?